The season of Yule is a time of wonder and warmth steeped in ancient traditions. For pagans, Yule is more than just a winter holiday. It's a deeply spiritual time to connect with nature, the earth, and celebrate life. This will be the first in a series on Yule. So let's delve into what Yule is, its ancient origins, how pagans celebrate it today, and the deities associated with this magical season. Yule has become a very eclectic holiday, celebrating the solstice and traditions from many cultures. I just want to preface this with do what works for you. I'm here to share, not to judge. I'm an eclectic pagan in Greenwich, and I love incorporating different traditions. Yule is the pagan celebration of the winter solstice, the shortest day and longest night of the year. Falling around December 21st in the northern hemisphere, Yule marks the point when the sun begins its journey back toward longer days and brighter times. It's a celebration of the sun's rebirth, symbolizing hope, renewal, and the promise of spring. People have been celebrating the sun for 10,000 plus years and noticing the longest and shortest days. This is the famous Stonehenge, which was built so it aligns towards the sunrise on the summer solstice and sunset on the winter solstice. The roots of Yule trace back to ancient European traditions, specifically in Norse and Germanic cultures. These ancient Yule celebrations included feasting, drinking, and rituals to honor the returning sun and ensure the survival of the community during the harsh winter months. Odin, the Allfather in Norse mythology, has a significant connection to Yule, a wild hunt, a spectral procession of ghostly riders led by Odin himself. During Yule, it was believed that he and his host of spirits stormed through the night skies, bringing omens, blessings, or mischief. There are many interpretations of the hunt, and it varies among cultures. Some scholars believed it influenced the development of the Germanic Christmas figure Sinterklaas, or Saint Nick. Many of Yule's traditions, such as decorating with evergreen boughs, lighting candles, and exchanging gifts, were later incorporated into Christmas celebrations, blending pagan customs with Christian beliefs. The Yule log represents the return of the sun and the warmth it brings after the long, cold nights of winter. A large log would be burned in the hearth, with its flames symbolizing the sun's power. Ashes from the Yule log were often kept as a talisman for protection and good fortune. Also, we don't want to forget the edible Yule log. It wouldn't feel like Yule without fabulous eats. Another must have food for this season is wassail. Was hail comes from Old English and means be well or good health. The Yule log tree was anointed with wassail, and there would be a large bowl put out for the Yule feast. Wassail is traditionally made from fruits and spices. Apple, orange, honey, anise, and ale are all common ingredients. In Celtic tradition, Yule marked the victory of the Oak King, representing light in summer, over the Holly King, symbolizing darkness and winter. This eternal battle illustrates the cyclical nature of life and the seasons. In Celtic and more modern Wiccan traditions, the Lord and Lady represent the balance between masculine and feminine energies. The Lord is a symbol of fertility, strength, and the connection between humans and the natural world. The Lady, often seen as the mother goddess, represents nurturing, creation, and the mysteries of life. She is connected to the moon, fertility, and the cycles of growth. The green man on the right symbolizes the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, and he is often seen on old buildings and architecture in Great Britain. Evergreens like holly, ivy, and pine are used to decorate homes and altars. They symbolize resilience and the eternal life during the coldest months. I love making my own wreaths. The one on the left is one I made from fallen branches I gathered on my farm. Holly is an evergreen, has masculine energy, and is symbolic of immortality. Said to repel lightning strikes, it was often planted near homes. Thor, Norse god of thunder and lightning, is also associated with the holly bush. Harry Potter's wand was made of holly. Holly wands are good for those with a spiritual quest that requires protection. Chariot wheels and weapons were often made of holly. Pine cones are symbols of fertility and abundance. They contain seeds, the potential for new growth in life. They also have a wonderful scent. I have a video on pine cone magic. Placing pine cones on windowsills and next to doors gives your house protection. You can also string them and hang them outside the window. Candles are part of Yule with their connection to light and fire. They're great if you don't have a fireplace or a place to have a bonfire. The colors associated with Yule are white, green, red, gold, and silver. White for purity, red for energy, green for renewal, gold represents the sun, and silver the moon. Making candles is pretty easy and a fun activity. I will get around to making a video on it eventually. Basically, you are melting wax and adding herbs, spices, and essential oils. That way, you can create a candle for a specific spell or task. For younger children, rolling beeswax candles is fabulous. You can even weave in a bit of bee lore. The Celts believed bees were wise and traveled between the worlds, carrying messages back and forth between gods and humans. They also believed that a person's soul would take the form of a bee during sleep or a trance. A popular tradition was to tell the bees about major events in the family, like births or deaths, to protect against further deaths in the family. In Norse traditions, the Yule goat represented fertility, protection, and the spirit of giving during the winter season. Thor, god of thunder, rode in a chariot pulled by two goats. These goats were believed to represent strength, resilience, and the cycle of life and death. The Yule goat is often made out of straw and bound with red ribbons, a popular holiday ornament often found under or on the Yule tree. Fire represents the returning sun, the rebirth of light, and the promise of brighter days ahead. Ancient peoples lit bonfires, candles, and hearth fires as a way to honor the sun's renewal, ward off the darkness, and ensure the warmth and vitality needed to survive in the harsh winter months. The fire reminds us of the enduring strength of the human spirit and the natural cycles of light and life that continue even in the darkest of times. Gathering for a meal with loved ones mirrors these themes by creating space to connect, express gratitude for the abundance of the harvest, and share stories and intentions for the coming year. The act of sharing food symbolizes unity, cooperation, and the strength of community, values that were especially vital in ancient times when surviving the harsh winter depended on a collective effort. From a spiritual perspective, a family meal during Yule also aligns with the season's focus on generosity and hospitality. The table, filled with seasonal foods and festive treats, serves as a ritual offering to celebrate life's blessings and foster bonds between family members and friends. It's a moment to honor our ancestors, pass down traditions to children, and create new memories. For modern pagans, these meals are an opportunity to combine sacred and joyful practices, blending seasonal magic with heartfelt connection and ensuring the light of Yule shines in relationships as well as in the returning sun. Many pagans use Yule as a time to reflect on the past year and set intentions for the year to come. Solstice rituals might include meditation, journaling, or crafting. So, having an altar space is important to me, and I start my day here at my altar. This is my basic Yule setup. I may add an offering if I am worshiping a specific deity. There are many sun deities, all of which are great to honor at this time of year. Here are a few of my favorites. Deities associated with the sun's rebirth are honored: Sol, the Roman god of the sun, and Sol, the Germanic goddess of the sun. She was also known as Suna. Ra, Egyptian sun god, would sail across the sky in his solar boat, illuminating the world. At night, he would descend into the underworld where he would merge with Osiris, the god of resurrection. Maui is the Dahomey creator goddess. She is considered a sun and moon goddess who rules the heavens. She is sometimes connected with the god Lisa. Greek god Apollo has been recognized as a god of archery, music and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and diseases, and of course, the sun and the light. Apollo is the twin brother of Artemis, the goddess of hunting and nature. Baldur, Norse god of light, purity, joy, peace, and forgiveness. He was killed by an arrow with mistletoe on it, the only thing that could kill him. If you are interested in herbal magic, Baldur can teach you a lot. Kiernos, the horn god, a symbol of the wild and the cyclical nature of life and death, is often revered during Yule for his connection to the natural world. The green man is also symbolized and connected to him. About to be released! I have created a pagan date book. Over 100 pagan holidays, some fun tips, and moon dates. It represents gods and goddesses from 9 different pagan faiths and some other fun pagan related events. Check out the description for more information. This video is the first in a series. I had so much fun really getting to dig deep with the series on Egyptian symbols. Go to the community tab and scroll down to November 11th and vote on what Yule videos you would like to see. Yule invites us to slow down, reflect, and connect with the rhythms of the earth. By celebrating Yule, we honor the resilience of life, the cycles of nature, and the light that persists even in the darkest times. It's a time to come together, give thanks, and welcome the sun's return with joy and hope. May your Yule be filled with warmth, magic, and the promise of brighter days ahead. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a very witchy day.